Hi there, and welcome to the Clear Skin Essentials, and I'm your host Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So today I want to talk about vinegars. I want to talk about 3 types of vinegars that could actually be causing or contributing to your breakouts and acne. I know that many of you are on a super healthy diet right now trying to clear up your skin, and unfortunately there's both unhealthy foods and healthy foods that could actually be causing or contributing to your breakouts. And so today I want to talk about what vinegars to be watching out for, because there are actually some vinegars, even if you're making your own homemade salad dressing, that could actually be causing you to have breakouts. And first thing I want to say is that not all vinegars will make you have breakouts, definitely not. But there's 3 of them you need to be aware of. And perhaps too, what I would recommend if you are watching this video right now and you're going to be listening to the different types of vinegars to watch out for, is if any of those vinegars you're having regularly, I would take a break from them for at least 2 to 4 weeks to see how your skin responds. Because I'm sure for many of you, you might even notice that perhaps that's one thing that's actually helping your skin get better or completely clearing it up. Okay, so the first vinegar is balsamic vinegar. Now, with balsamic vinegar is that there's many different types or varieties of balsamic vinegar. And how I see it is I like to actually just divide them up into 2 groups. And the first group being the pure balsamic vinegar, and then the second group being the balsamic vinegar that's got other additives added to it, like caramel coloring, sweeteners, and thickening agents. Now, there's a big difference between the 2. One of them, the pure one, is just made out of grapes. And the other one, which is actually more commonly used, the one that's got like the caramel coloring and the sweeteners and the thickening agents and all this other weird stuff in it, this is what's actually sold at the health food stores and a lot of grocery stores and even fine delis. Okay, and a lot of people are not aware that the balsamic vinegar they're using every single day is like colored with caramel coloring and it's got all this other stuff in it, and that could very well be what's contributing or even causing your breakouts and acne. A lot of people are actually sensitive or allergic to ingredients like caramel coloring, and one of the symptoms of having a sensitivity or allergy to it is actually having skin breakouts, to be having even acne or having rashes or dermatitis, things like that. And so you might be unaware of that, like you might be pouring balsamic vinegar on your salad every single day, never even thought to look at the bottle and the ingredients on it to think that there was something in it that might be interfering with your skin. And so if you're watching this right now and you're like, oh my goodness, I eat salad every day with balsamic vinegar, go and look at the ingredient list on the back of the bottle or the jar to make sure that it's pure, that all it's made out of is grapes. Okay, that's it. That there's no caramel coloring, there's no sweetener, there's no thickening agents or anything else thrown in there. It should just be made out of grapes. It should be pure. Okay, very, very important. And if you're watching this video and you're like, oh my goodness, I eat this every day, then take a break from the balsamic vinegar for 2 to 4 weeks and see how your skin responds, because it might in fact really be the one thing you need to do that will help to clear up your skin. Okay? The next type of vinegar to be watching out for is wine vinegar. And so that would include white wine vinegar or red wine vinegar and also balsamic vinegar. And the reason why you need to be watching out for wine vinegars is because there's naturally occurring sulfites in them. And sometimes there's even added sulfites, but there's also, due to the fermentation process, there is naturally occurring sulfites. And some people, again, are either sensitive to it or allergic to sulfites. And again, it comes out in your skin, it comes out in breakouts and rashes and inflamed and irritated skin. And so that too, if you're having salad dressing every day that has some sort of wine vinegar in it, whether it's white wine or red wine or balsamic vinegar in it, and you have an allergy or sensitivity to the sulfites, that could very well be what's causing your breakouts. Okay, so one thing I can say too is that if you notice that when you drink wine that you get breakouts the next day or that week, that too can be an indication that you have a sensitivity or allergy to sulfites. And it would be the same thing with having a wine vinegar. Okay, so that too, it's like if you can't tolerate wine and it really messes up your skin, be the same thing with having wine vinegar or balsamic vinegar. Okay, so take a break from that. The third vinegar you need to be watching out for is seasoned rice wine vinegar or seasoned rice vinegar. Pretty much there's two different types of rice vinegars. There's the plain one and then there's the seasoned one. And the difference is that the plain one is just plain rice wine vinegar, and it's very sour, it's very tart, it's a real vinegar. And the seasoned one has been sweetened, so it's kind of has like a sweet and sour taste to it. The seasoned rice wine vinegar is used a lot in Asian cuisine, and it's used especially in a lot of Asian salads, especially Japanese cuisine. They use a lot of seasoned rice wine vinegar, like in sushi rice. Sushi rice is always prepared with seasoned rice wine vinegar, as well as seaweed salads and other Asian salads. And the thing with seasoned rice wine vinegar is that if you look at any of the bottles of it, on the ingredients list is usually things like high fructose corn syrup, has MSG in it, has riboside in it, which is similar to MSG, and other flavor enhancers and food additives. It pretty much, most seasoned rice wine vinegars have like a full list of just really like detrimental ingredients for your skin. Okay, we know that high fructose corn syrup is just not good for your skin. And MSG and ribosides and other flavor enhancers are also not good for your skin. A lot of times people who have allergies or sensitivities to flavor enhancers get terrible rashes and inflamed skin and breakouts and all of that. And that could be, let's say you're eating a lot of sushi and you're eating a lot of Asian salads and things like that, that could be the ingredient that's messing up your skin. And so one thing you can do is you can have rice wine vinegar instead and season it yourself. And all you need to do is just put like a little drop of honey into just plain rice vinegar, and that will season it. And if you're a vegan, I would just put a little bit of orange juice into that rice wine vinegar, and that will season it. And then you can use that to prepare your sushi rice or prepare your Asian dishes that call for seasoned rice wine vinegar. Okay, so those are 3 vinegars you need to be watching out for. Now, do you need to stay away from all vinegars besides those vinegars? No, but I would stay away from those 3 types. And if you can, what I recommend doing is even just taking a break and when you're making your salad is to use things like lime juice, fresh lime juice, or fresh lemon juice instead of using the vinegars. And do that for a few weeks to see how does your skin react to it. And if you do like to use a vinegar, then I would suggest using like an apple cider vinegar, or you can even use a plain rice wine or rice vinegar. As long as it's not seasoned and it's just plain, that's okay. But if you really want to like do the experiment to see if vinegars are interfering with your skin, I would just take a complete break from them for 2 to 4 weeks. Make your salads, but just instead of using vinegar, just use fresh lemon juice or fresh lime juice, and do that for like a month and see how your skin responds, because you might notice that your skin actually gets better. And in the last video, I actually showed you how to make a beautiful green salad that doesn't use any vinegar. So you're certainly welcome to use that. I'll put the link below for that recipe so you can try that out. And yeah, do that for a month and see what happens. I also recommend too, like if you're watching this video and you're like, you know what, that could be it. Or you even have friends that are also on a healthy diet trying to clear up their skin, share this video, because I think people need to know that there are certain health foods, or there's certain foods or ingredients you're using to prepare your healthy foods that might be interfering with your skin. And the more people that are trying to clear up their skin that know, okay, these are ingredients and things I need to be watching out for, or I need to experiment with taking a break from, then the closer they are to figuring out what it is that's messing up their skin, or they're able to uncover what they need that's kind of standing in their way. So please do share this video with any of your friends that are trying to clear up your skin. And I just want to also end off by mentioning as well that I've come out with a new masterclass. So if you like this information about the vinegars and knowing kind of like what health foods to be watching out for and to be clearing up your skin, I've put together a new masterclass I'm very, very excited about, which is about which health foods are acne causing. Okay, so the new masterclass is called Acne Causing Health Foods. And what it is, it's a 3-video masterclass, and the first video goes through all the different health foods that you need to be watching out for that could be causing your acne. And then the second video is all the health foods that could actually help prevent your acne or help to clear up your skin or improve your skin. And then the third video is sort of like an action plan or strategy on how to implement all that information to start getting results. Because it's one thing when you learn all the stuff about what healthy foods you should be eating or which ones you should be kind of staying away from. It's one thing to know it, but it's another thing to actually do it and to experiment with your diet and monitor your diet and your skin to be able to see how your skin responds to different changes and adjustments within your diet. And so also included in the masterclass is a workbook, and the workbook is actually, you follow it for an entire month. So you're really monitoring your diet and how your skin responds to different changes and adjustments. And how I see it is that when you're trying to clear up your skin, you kind of need to do things kind of one at a time to see, okay, if I take this out of my diet, what's going to happen to my skin? If I add this into my diet, what's going to happen? And I put together a workbook so that you can kind of list things out and check things off and monitor things so you know what's working for you and what's not. So if you're interested in joining this new masterclass, it's going to be available November 19th, but you can sign up for it now. And all you need to do is just go to my website at theclearSkinEssentials.com and click on products, and we'll see it there. And there's more information about it there. All right, so I'm wishing everyone a super fabulous day, and do let me know if you take a break from having any vinegars for 2 to 4 weeks. Let me know that you did it and what happened. And if you're watching this video and you've done it before and you've had results, I'd love to hear about it too, because that too, it's very encouraging when you hear about other people's results and what they did and what worked for them. All right, so have a fabulous day, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.